Good afternoon, YouTube. This is a little follow-up to my attic lighting, which is LED strip lights run off of solar power. So like I mentioned, I have it controlled off the hall switch. So this is the light switch for the hallway, and you can see I turn on the overhead light here, and also turns on the LEDs up in the attic. This is a dimmer switch, an LED CFL compatible dimmer. And if I run the dimmer down to the lowest setting and turn on the light, I get the hall light, but the attic light doesn't turn on. And the hall light I have is actually, let me show you what that looks like here. It's an LED fixture that I picked up. If you dim it down while the relay is on, there's enough power to turn on the relay. But because I have the relay powered off of that circuit, the dimmer lowers the voltage enough that the wall transformer doesn't put out enough voltage and current to turn on the relay. But if I run the dimmer up a little bit, right about there, about halfway up, it'll kick in the relay. So that's kind of nice because it gives me essentially two switches in one. If I want just the hallway light, maybe I need to get into the closets over here, or don't have to turn on the overhead lights in the attic. But if I'm going up during the day, I can turn on both lights. And I always like to have the hallway light on because that gives me light to go up the attic stairs. And then it also turns on the light up in the attic all by itself too. And so what I did was, up in the box that this light attaches to, I tapped into the wires there and ran that wire over to the outlet box that I showed you up in the attic in the earlier video, and then just wired that to one of the receptacle connections, and then that way I plug the little wall transformer into the receptacle, and then it picks up the voltage off of the ceiling lamp. And so that wall transformer interfaces this class 1 wiring that's up in this ceiling light, interfaces that to a class 2 circuit, which is under 100 watts. So I have it fused at 7.5 amps, and it runs at nominally 12 volts. And then it's below 30 volts, I think, is the DC limit for class 2 wiring. I think the wiring for the LEDs is actually as safe as the wiring for my furnace, which is right inside this closet. My thermostat wire runs in the attic over into this wall, and it's 24 volt AC. I could have done a separate switch down here. I could have cut another switch in the wall and run 12 volt wiring up to the attic, but this way I didn't have to do anything to the wall. There's no additional switch needed. And I also could have just used the switch on the lights up there, but then I run the risk of, I go up above, I could turn on the light, get my stuff done, come down the ladder, put the ladder away, and forget that the lights were on. So this way, this light up here reminds me that those lights up there are on. That's kind of my reminder light. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, show you how you can get two switches for the price of one by using a little wall transformer. Didn't plan it that way, and then one day I had accidentally left the light dimmed, and I turned it on to go up in the attic, and it took me a while to figure out why aren't the attic lights coming on. Check the fuse, check the wiring. I hit the button up on my control box, and that worked. And then it finally dawned on me it was this dimmer was down. So that was kind of a happy accident, or accidental discovery. Yeah, that's a pretty handy little feature, so I just thought I'd pass that on. If you have any questions or comments, put that in the comment section below or on Google+. You can check out some of my other LED lighting and solar power videos. I have playlists on my channel for those. Subscribe for updates, and as always, thanks for watching.